Hi, Carol here, and I'm back with the actual gold leafing. Now, my battery died and I actually got some gold leafing done, but I'm going to do the process again so that you can see it and share with you the wrongs and the rights of gold leafing. And I'm glad I got to I was disappointed that my camera battery died in just about finished taping, but this works out well because I'll be able to show you what I saw that worked with the gold leafing and what I saw didn't work. Here's the Pears, which, okay, this one is my third attempt. Let me get it out here. This is the third one. Let me put it on here. I'll do it in order of the attempts here. Okay, so as you can see on the first one, I missed a spot. Second one, I haven't cleaned the edges. Third one, it was perfectly done. And I noticed, well, not perfectly, but as perfect as I'm going to get it, this is the first try. So what I noticed with gold leafing is there is a knack to it. Now, I did this frame, now, which turned out okay if I was doing a vintage shabby chic type thing, because it has some missing edges, and the stipple brush that I used added more lines than I would like to have on this card. Okay, but if you want dimension, you want lines, use a rougher brush like the stipple brush. It worked perfect. Okay, I would use the pouncer, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to do the other one and quickly assemble the card, and this card will be done and I can get the other one up and get them out in the mail. So experimenting with the gold leaf used up almost a full sheet, which is very unnecessary if you have it down. And what I realized on this, I had used the embossing ink, the distress embossing ink, to put this one down. But it really only needs any type of actual glue that is not too wet but has somewhat dried. So what I decided to do on this second card, I am going to use this one, and I'm going to put a black center in there so you can't see it when I go to stamp. But I am going to do this one, putting on my, see how I have some gold leaf on here from doing the last card, putting on my mask on the image, and I'll show you a couple of the techniques that I did learn as I did this. One really good technique I learned is to, if you're doing a large area, take a piece of wax paper, the size of your area, even the shape, if you can die cut it or whatever, the wax paper, put the wax paper shape on the actual gold leaf and burnish it into the wax paper. Then take your wax paper and put it onto your project. That to me, if I was going to do it again and again, that's how I would do it. Whatever shape this is, I would cut this out. I would get the wax paper and I would burnish it. If it was a, bigger or more in detailed place that I wanted to gold leaf. Okay, so for this one, what I'm going to do is I am just going to take the Tombow Mono Multi, and because I'm going to cut this frame out, I am going to try and stay directly on here without letting out a ton of glue, because I'm going to use my brush, paintbrush, and I'm going to distribute it onto exactly where I want this to be. Okay, and this is actually what I learned the most of doing this, from trial and error on my last video that didn't take. Isn't that something? So I can see that it's drying already because I'm not letting a whole lot out. You can take your finger, you can take whatever you want. I'm going to add a little bit of that on this little surface to add a little bit of gold leaf there, and that's all I need. Okay, so when I do this, like I said, I'll take a paintbrush here and I will, can you see this in there? I'll try and get it up a bit here. Let me see, there we are. I am going to try and get it just on, paint it right on the actual, I don't care about the outside of it because I'm going to cut it, fussy cut it. But I noticed when I did that one, you don't want to use a pressed ink like the heat and stick. This is all you need. And then I would put some of the actual, I would set it with the setting gel you get when you buy it. So there you have it. Now watch. Doing it this way, you have no glue on here, which I did before because I used the heat and stick. And when you put the Versamark down first, it's all over the place. So what I'm going to do, and this is what I did, take your actual project and add it to the heat. Don't put the gold leaf to the project, put the project to the gold leaf. That would be my number one. If I was to, give any advice on doing this, that would be it. So there's plastic covering it. I'm going to go on to the next sheet, okay? If you even blow on this, it's everywhere, as you can see. So what I want to do, I'm going to take my project right here. I am going to move it to the corner like this, press down where I want my gold leaf, and this is how I would gold leaf, without a shadow of a doubt. I think it will be the best method, removing it the best you can to leave some on your sheet. It is such a fine, and this fine product this way, see how I'm taking what I'm not using and I am going to put it down to be able to use it again. It is almost next to impossible to grab this stuff, I found. I see when you look at it on YouTube that they just transfer it with tweezers or something, but this to me is the best method. I would suggest to anybody to gold leaf. Deb, this is what you do. You take your project, your glued project with any glue. That was Tombow Mono Multi Clear. And all it needs, gold leaf, you have no fear of it because gold leaf only needs glue. Now, I could be wrong in the fact of what glue or whatever, but from doing the other, I'm just burnishing it in there to see if that will stay. See how, that's what they said to put the sealant on there. I guess that helped me to illustrate that as well. So I'm just going to put some more down and press it, don't rub it. There you have it. And then I'll glue that after, but I want to get a soft brush. This is softer, and I'm going to take, I want this to come off. Whoops, like that. Move that over. Just don't be afraid of it. That would be my suggestion, is to not be afraid of it. And then I'm going to rub this in with a cloth. I just wanted to get as much as I can to use again on this page, like that. There we are. And then I'm going to put this, see, look at that, just wind. I'm telling you, this is the finest stuff I've ever seen. There, okay? So we'll put that somewhere. There we go. Put this out of the way, and I'm going to take some plastic here. Oh, excuse me, I just had some pop. That was rude. Couldn't help it. Not stopping the video because of that. It's just a burp. Okay, so just take a piece of wax paper or whatever to burnish this on to the glue. And then I am going to work it off like that. And I kind of like, I guess I was a little easy on the glue, but I kind of like this effect where it's kind of not so solid, even though it's because I didn't put enough glue down. But all you have to do, let me show you here, is take it off, use your Ranger mat here, piece of paper to collect it, is go around and add the glue where you want it to go back on, which is a little bit right there, 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 on the corner. The gold leaf will go everywhere. Trust me. There we go. I like the crinkly look. It's almost like a crackle paint, a crackle medium. So I am going to just rub it into the gold leaf right here and use this up. Pounce it down. And that's all I'm going to do. I like this as I like the other one. I'm going to take a brush, take it off, and let's cut it out and get our card assembled. So if you want to, double-sided tape I think would work well. Versamark I think would work really well to use. They do, I think I saw one that said, see how you can put it right back on? I think I saw it where it did use Versamark and the heat and set, I think. So just gather it up, add it to your project, and I'm just going to grab a paper towel and we're going to start with our card. That is it. The whole thing, and you know what? I was a little bit skeptical on this. Pounce it down. I'm going to use at the end of it, see how much comes off? At the end of this, I am going to use a different glue instead of I'm going to let the glue set so it's not so wet. Let me put it that way. Let me grab a wet wipe. I just wanted to get this downloaded for you so you could see that the whole key to this gold leaf is honestly waiting for the glue to be almost dry, and and that's it. So I'm going to get rid of that, and we are going to, I'm trying to just, don't want any of it landing on my project. So there you have it. I'm going to put that away. Here's my gold leaf. I mean, it comes out beautifully, and I waited a little longer with this pear. Then I'm going to cut out one of these pears. I did find the other pears that I had. I did do some, this is my card. I did some plain colored ones. You can see it there. I did some of the rock and roll ones where I used the crushed curry and the gumball green Stampin' Up! Inks. And I'm going to cut a few out and get this card put together. So I'm going to need a black sheet to put over here, over the frame. I'm going to put this away, and it came out, I like it. I like it. Now, I should have waited maybe till the, it wasn't so wet, you know, and you need to have, it said to use cheesecloth to rub it in, and I used more of a brush but I think anything smooth like a fiber cloth or anything, you wouldn't get so many of the ragged edges, but I like this look, so I am going to keep it. And this was just, I just put the glue on, and this glue that I used for this one was the Martha Stewart wet glue. Put it all over, and then I just put the next pair down to use up the glue, waited for 5 minutes, and put this onto the gold leaf, like on the gold leaf, not the gold leaf to the project to the gold leaf, and you will be thrilled at the result. So let's set this one aside. This is the one I'm going to use, and well, for today I think I'll use this one because I have to put the center in that one so it's not so rickety, but this one has a nice, there's no gold inside that frame, so we'll use that. And let's get our card put together. I am going to zoom out, put this there, and let's get at her. Wow, I'm going to start to fussy cut. It was just one thing after another. I had to clean up my desk. You know me, I can't stand trying to figure out which one I'm going to use, which is going to be this one. And I need some good fussy cut scissors. These will do. Right here, and let us assemble this card. I couldn't find the die cut to this one, to the top, but like I said, I don't want it to look like a chipboard piece. I'm sorry, I'm doing it out of focus. I want it to look like I've cut right in at it. There we are. And that way any of your edges will be nice. There we are. Very nice. Okay. And then you're going to take your, oh, my other dimensionals are over there. See, I wanted to stress this already. Isn't that funny? So you have that. Let's get this out. You have to turn it over to fussy cut it to see the edges on the frame. This is a really nice frame by Stampin' Up. There we are. And I just want to get all this put on in that card to show you it finished. And then I will work tonight it later to, I'm not going to get it mailed out till tomorrow. There we go. My granddaughter just came in off the bus. I just made her something to eat. Brings back memories. Although I homeschooled my children. Around 4 o'clock, the hunger pangs came. My grandkids love to come to Nan, so I had to stop everything. And there you have it. I really love this. This was worth the $10. I'll set that, and I have to take out a couple of these pears. So I did the, I think these are really cute. I'm going to put the gold leaf, gold in the center of the, I'll show you, of the pear, the gold pear there. I don't know, I may leave it pure gold because if you foil a pear, obviously you're not going to see a heart, so maybe I'll just leave, I'll see what it looks like. So there's one heart, or pear, and then I'm going to bring the size in than the actual pear so I can fit it in the card. I'm going to use 3, odd number. There we go, 2. And let's do a bright yellow one. I'm going to have a lot of pears for my next project. This is the Gina K Design 120 pound cardstock, so it's a nice firm thick pear. There we are. There. There's our pears. So that's done. And that's assembled the card. Boy, the preparation doing it all. You know, I generally have everything done and then just show you how I did it. Maybe. Okay, so these gold leaf are going to be in there. And let's see. If I wonder if I took this gold leaf pen. I'm just going to experiment here. And I go over that's what you can do. Look at that. So if you don't want this, I just want to see here. There we go. If you want to, oh, look at that. What I would, if you're going to use black, see I didn't use any of that stuff that comes with it to hide the black. Now I see why you would use that, the undercoat. Just take a gold seal pen and fill in what you want there. I want to stamp on this. Let's get the outside of the card done. I am going to use, let me see, these are for this other one. I need these arrows, and so here is the acetate part of the card. I thought this kind of looked, I love the pear shape in that. So let's see if we get these off. These sticky stuff store are dynamite, but they're like the orange sticky strip. These larger ones are really stuck on. And I think too I had them by my register, which probably isn't good. Let me see. I'll start with the middle one. See if I can get that. There you go. Once you start it, just go for it. Once you get in there, pull her back. That's all there is. Wow, there is a knack. I want to thank you for joining me. I know it was a long process, and it's really funny because it won't take me long sitting here to get them put together and make the envelopes. I'll put a picture on my blog when it's finished totally. I hate to use up my time. I should have taken these off. Look at gold leaf. It's stuck on there. See? Anything glue. That's what I figured out about the gold leaf. I saw people working with it when I watched some videos, and wow, I was a tad intimidated because I thought, oh, this stuff is crazy finite, like, you know. I'm really glad I did this card, these cards. It's funny how we each come up with, you know, as I was thinking what to do. I like it when I don't case something sometimes. Casing is good because, you know, it's a more hurried process because you see it. But I like this when this cards come to your mind, like the ant card. When you, it's totally your creation. I love that. This is like the orange sticky strip. I have to be a tad patient. See? But the product is well worth it. I want you to see the card finished. I want to see the card finished. There we are. Okay, we have it. Let us, here's the inside so far. You like? Okay. The outside is going on. Oh, I want to do my twine. Hang on. Okay, I have to figure this out. How do I want... Do I want the twine on the inside? I think I do. Let's gather up some twine and do that. Okay, so all you do is just take some twine in your hand, like this, gather it up, baby. There we go. Cut it off. And I'm going to take one of my, okay, come on, where are you hiding? One of my pears here. Okay, here's my pears. So this is going to go on the back. Put some glue and just kind of go like this. Get that in there. And that's beauteous. I like this idea. Move that in there. I'm calmed right down now. It's getting towards supper hour. Job number 2. Okay, so, alright, let's put this on the outside. I'm going to do this totally different. We have that doubly raised up. Whoa. Let me close this so I can see that that's even. Last thing I want is for it not to be even. There you have it. Press it down. There's the front. Oh, I'm sorry. Look what I did here. Did I push that up? In, out. There we are. So there's the front. I am going to add a dimensional or two to the back of this on the acetate. And I'm out of time already. I'm so sorry. I wanted to get this on. There we go. That is going to go in the middle. Right there. Let me grab it up like that. There we go. Let me just show you without taking those off. And the gold is going to be on there. And I will show you the finished card. Thank you for joining me, and go ahead and gold leaf. You will love it. Have a blessed evening.